Tomorrow, the first admission badges for the annual South by Southwest can be picked up by visitors ahead of Friday's conference kickoff.
And that means the annual crush of people has nearly started. And Austin police will be all hands on deck trying to keep the peace, which has the chief reinforcing the need for more officers.
The arrivals at Austin Bergstrom today began a 10-day festival just ahead of us, and we saw a number of musicians grabbing their gear at baggage claim.
For the conference alone, last year the music portion saw nearly 19,000 people, film more than 16,000, interactive 24,500, and that's just for the conference attendance, not the unofficial South by events that are scheduled. But of some concern, the Austin Police Department says it's well below the mark when it comes to the numbers of officers on the force on a regular day. When big events like South by Southwest come to town, it only magnifies the shortfall. KXAN's Angie Bevan has more from downtown as the city prepares for the masses.
Well, already special events, parking only signs like the one behind me here are up on streets downtown as the city prepares for all of the visitors. For police, it means patrolling even more people when they're already spread thin. Work is underway at the Austin Convention Center. Crews setting up, wiring cable. Austin police are staging their plans for patrol during South by Southwest. Safety, not a big concern for many people downtown.
I've only have experience with the south of Austin, which I don't think is totally safe, just from personal experiences with car theft and stuff like that. And I've heard about a lot of people having car thievery, but I mean, downtown, I think it's been relatively fine.
Police will tell you don't take that sense of security for granted. APD has 1,646 officers, short of what would be a full staff, 1,700. The department needs to add more than 250 officers by 2017 to keep up with population growth. Chief Art Acevedo said Wednesday he'd like to see more like 500 additional officers by then.
And here's my concern. As we continue to be the fastest growing city, we end up adding more and more special events. South by Southwest, I love it, great vibe, but now it's going to how many days? 9 days. ACL is not going to 2 weekends.
More, bigger, longer events means more police need to be on the streets.
Don't really notice them out that much. I mean, you see them if you're looking for them.
And that's not good enough for APD. Acevedo says as Austin grows, the police force needs to along with it.
We've got to change our mindset, because if you look at lack of staffing plus a permissive attitude, it's a combination that sooner or later in our lifetime we're going to see a degradation of the quality of life, and I don't want to see that happening.
Of course, one duty of police officers during big events like South by Southwest is setting up roadblocks starting tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Some of the first roads will be shut down. Much of Trinity Street and 6th Street are part of those first closures. Reporting in downtown Austin, Angie Bevan, KXAN News.
And just remember, you can find continuing coverage of the South by Southwest road closures and other information you need to know on KXAN.com. Going in depth now on that effort to get more officers, Austin police have started a special recruiting program to bring in more experienced cops from other agencies and cities. One major benefit is getting new officers patrolling the streets in half the amount of time as a regular 32-week recruiting class. The latest group of experienced recruits will graduate in late spring. APD hopes this type of modified training class will start next January and continue annually after that.